Have you ever wondered why, even though you shower every day, certain health problems keep coming back? Here is the shocking truth. Many seniors in America believe they are doing everything right when it comes to hygiene, but research shows that 5 commonly neglected body parts can quietly increase your risk of infections, heart issues, and even mobility problems if they are not cleaned properly. What feels like just a little stiffness, a strange odor, or a patch of irritated skin may actually be a warning sign that something small is adding up to something serious. Today I'm going to show you the 5 overlooked areas of your body that you must wash daily if you want to protect your independence, improve your energy, and possibly add years to your life. These are simple steps, but the impact can be life-changing. Before we get started, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching this video and what time of day is it right now? Please leave a comment below because I would love to know. And if you enjoy this video, go ahead and hit subscribe. If not, then just tap like. Either way, your feedback matters to me. The hidden truth about everyday hygiene habits. Most older Americans grow up believing that a daily shower, a quick shampoo, and brushing teeth twice a day is all it takes to stay clean and healthy. For decades, advertising, family routines, and the culture of doing the basics have shaped how hygiene is understood, creating habits that feel natural and automatic. Yet behind these seemingly good practices, there are blind spots that few people ever mention, and those blind spots can quietly take a toll on senior health. Think about how much care many of us give to our homes' lawns or even our cars. A homeowner will spend hours polishing wood floors or cleaning out the gutters, and car owners will make sure the oil is changed on time and the tires are rotated. But when it comes to our bodies, especially as we age, small, neglected corners often go unnoticed. Just like a house with a hidden leak or a car with a rusted part, small areas of the body can gather unseen damage until a bigger problem suddenly appears. Science helps explain why this matters. The places we forget to clean are not empty or harmless. They become warm, moist spaces where bacteria, fungi, and dead cells slowly build up, creating the perfect environment for irritation and infection. Over time, what looks like simple aging, extra fatigue, bad breath, stubborn rashes, or foot discomfort may actually be the result of poor daily hygiene in overlooked spots. I remember one patient, a retired teacher named Margaret, who came to her doctor complaining about constant fatigue and a sour taste in her mouth. At first, she thought it was just age, something she had to accept as part of getting older. But the real issue was years of skipping a simple cleaning step that allowed bacteria to spread. Once she changed her routine, her energy improved and her confidence in social settings returned. Stories like Margaret's are more common than many realize, and they remind us that prevention is often hidden in the smallest details. For seniors, this truth carries an emotional weight. Aging already brings its share of invisible pressures, the fear of losing independence, the frustration of declining health, the worry of becoming a burden on loved ones. When small problems arise, it is easy to dismiss them as just old age. Yet ignoring these signals can quietly make life harder, turning manageable issues into lasting discomfort. The hopeful message is that you still have control. With the right attention to detail, you can reduce risks, regain comfort, and extend your quality of life. So here is the lesson worth carrying forward. Don't stop at the basics. The extra 2 or 3 minutes you spend on overlooked body parts may be just as important as the time you give to brushing your teeth or combing your hair. These moments are not wasted. They are investments in your independence, your dignity, and your peace of mind. In the next part, we will start with one of the most surprising and most neglected areas. It sits right inside your mouth, and though you use it every day for eating, speaking, and smiling, it often goes completely ignored. Let's talk about the tongue. The tongue, the forgotten filter of health. Your tongue is more than a tool for tasting food or shaping words. It is one of the busiest organs in your body, working constantly every time you speak, swallow, or enjoy a meal with your family. Yet for many older Americans, the tongue becomes an afterthought, something hidden in plain sight, quietly affecting health in ways few people realize. Scientists have discovered that the surface of the tongue can host more than 700 different types of bacteria at any given time. Some of these microbes are helpful aiding in digestion and supporting a healthy balance inside your mouth, but others are far less friendly, and when they are allowed to multiply unchecked, they can cause problems that go beyond bad breath or an unpleasant taste. When harmful bacteria accumulate on the tongue, they create a thin coating that may seem harmless but actually disrupts oral health. This buildup can lead to persistent bad breath, irritated gums, and an increased risk of tooth decay. More concerning for senior studies link poor tongue hygiene to systemic issues, including heart disease, respiratory infections, and complications with diabetes. What feels like simple aging may sometimes be the hidden result of an unclean tongue. I once spoke with Linda, a 67-year-old grandmother who struggled with a constant sour taste and fading enjoyment of meals. She thought it was just part of growing older until her dentist suggested daily tongue cleaning. Within weeks, she noticed her coffee tasted richer, her fruit sweeter, and her family even commented that her smile seemed brighter. She also felt more confident sharing conversations without worrying about her breath. Another example comes from Theodore, a 71-year-old retiree who battled chronic bad breath despite brushing and flossing faithfully. He was embarrassed in social settings, often avoiding close conversations. After he began scraping his tongue each morning and night, the problem faded away. He described feeling like a burden had been lifted, saying he could finally greet his friends with confidence again. The good news is that keeping your tongue clean is simple and inexpensive. A small tool called a tongue scraper is available at nearly any drugstore, or you can use the bristles of your toothbrush if that feels easier. The key is gentleness and consistency. Each morning before breakfast, stand in front of your mirror, stick out your tongue, and make 3 or 4 smooth strokes from the back toward the tip. Think of it as dusting a wooden table, firm enough to clear the debris, but gentle enough not to scratch the surface. Repeat again before bed, taking your time, and rinse your mouth thoroughly afterward. The rewards of this small habit reach far beyond a fresher mouth. Regular tongue cleaning sharpens your sense of taste, making meals more enjoyable. It reduces the strain on your immune system by lowering bacterial buildup. It also supports heart and gum health, creating benefits that ripple throughout your body. The message is simple but powerful. Small actions repeated daily carry the potential to protect your independence and improve your quality of life. By remembering the tongue, the forgotten filter of health, you can reclaim control over one part of aging that does not have to be inevitable. Feet, the foundation of independence. There is a familiar saying in American homes, your house is only as strong as its foundation. The same truth applies to your body, and your feet are that foundation. Every step you take, every trip to the mailbox, every walk through the grocery store depends on those 2 steady supports. Yet for many seniors, the feet are the part of the body most often overlooked until small problems grow into serious barriers to independence. The human foot is far more complex than it looks at first glance. Each one contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments working together. That network is designed to support your entire weight and adjust with every shift of movement. But as circulation slows with age, as diabetes becomes more common, and as swelling or fungal infections creep in, that foundation can weaken in ways that affect everything from balance to confidence. One common mistake is assuming that rinsing your feet quickly in the shower is enough. Many seniors skip the careful steps of washing between the toes or drying each space thoroughly, not realizing that damp crevices become perfect breeding grounds for bacteria and fungi. The result can be athletes' foot stubborn infections or painful cracks that make walking uncomfortable. What feels like a minor annoyance can quietly chip away at your ability to move freely. There is a better way, and it takes just a few mindful minutes each day. Sit comfortably on a sturdy chair, place a basin of warm, not hot water at your feet, and use a soft washcloth with gentle soap. Scrub the tops, bottoms, and especially the spaces between your toes, paying attention to areas where sweat and debris like to hide. After rinsing dry carefully with a clean towel, lifting each toe and dabbing gently to remove every trace of moisture. Think of it the way you would clean the blinds in your living room. You have to reach into the small spaces to do it right. Moisturizing is the next step, but with care. Apply a small amount of lotion to the tops and soles of your feet to prevent dryness and cracking, yet avoid the tight spaces between the toes where excess moisture can undo your good work. Done properly, this routine protects skin health, reduces risk of infection, and helps maintain circulation. Thomas, a 73-year-old retired mechanic, learned this lesson after years of neglecting his feet. He noticed persistent itching and discoloration between his toes and assumed it was nothing more than aging skin. A doctor diagnosed a fungal infection, something that could have worsened into a larger problem if ignored. When Thomas began washing and drying his feet carefully each night, the infection cleared, and to his surprise, his balance improved as well. He said walking felt easier and he no longer dreaded long days on his feet. Stories like Thomas's highlight an important truth. Foot care is not about vanity, nor just about comfort. It is about protecting your independence, keeping your steps steady, and ensuring that your body's foundation remains strong. By giving your feet the same care you give to the rest of your body, you invest in freedom, the freedom to move, to walk, and to live life on your terms. Armpits, the body's hidden detox center. For most of us, the armpits are little more than a spot to swipe deodorant before heading out the door. They are rarely thought of as important, and many seniors dismiss them as simply a place that causes odor. Yet beneath that patch of skin lies something far more significant, a network of lymph nodes that act like a filtration system for the upper body. These small but powerful nodes quietly help your body flush out toxins and fight infections every single day. When proper hygiene is overlooked, this vital system can become disrupted. Sweat, dead skin, and residue from deodorants or antiperspirants can clog pores, creating irritation rashes or even infections. For older adults with thinner, more delicate skin, the risks grow higher. What begins as mild redness or itching can quietly weaken the immune defenses, leaving the body more vulnerable to illness. It is not just about comfort or appearance. It is about protecting a system designed to keep you strong. The good news is that supporting your armpits does not require complicated steps or expensive products. During your shower, use warm, not hot water to open the pores and soften debris. With a soft washcloth and a mild, unscented soap, gently clean the area in slow circles, much like polishing a fragile piece of glass. Avoid harsh scrubbing, which can damage sensitive skin. After rinsing thoroughly dry the area completely with a clean towel, taking care not to rub vigorously. Only when the skin is dry should you apply deodorant, ensuring it works effectively without trapping unwanted moisture. Consider the story of Olivia, a 65-year-old retired teacher who battled recurring underarm rashes for years. She assumed it was part of aging, something she had to live with. But when she switched to gentle cleansing and thorough drying, the irritation disappeared and she finally felt comfortable again. Then there is Charlotte, age 70, who often noticed tender lumps beneath her arms. With consistent care and a little extra attention to hygiene, those symptoms faded, and her doctor reassured her that her lymphatic system was working more efficiently. These stories carry a reminder many seniors can relate to. Aging already brings invisible pressures, fear of declining health, concern about losing independence, or worry about being a burden. It is easy to shrug off small irritations as inevitable, but sometimes those small things are signals worth noticing, and addressing them can restore both comfort and confidence. By caring for your armpits with intention, You give your immune system a quiet boost. The benefits are practical, softer skin, fewer odors, and fewer interruptions from rashes or swelling. But the deeper reward is peace of mind knowing you are actively protecting one of your body's hidden defense centers. So the next time you step into a warm shower, pause for just a moment longer. Treat your armpits with the same care you give to brushing your teeth or washing your hands. It may seem like a minor habit, but for seniors determined to preserve their strength and independence, it is one more step toward living fully and feeling in control. Nose, the second. Every single day, your nose quietly filters about 10,000 quarts of air before it ever reaches your lungs. It is your body's natural air purifier, protecting you from dust allergens and bacteria you cannot even see. Yet many older adults forget that the nose itself needs care, just like any other part of the body. Neglecting this simple step can make breathing harder, sleep less restful, and allergies more. When the nasal passages are clogged with mucus dust or irritants, the consequences show up in frustrating ways. Congestion that never seems to clear, frequent sinus headaches, restless nights, and even repeated sinus infections are common. Seniors may dismiss these issues as just part of aging, but in truth, poor nasal hygiene is often a hidden factor. Over time, this neglect can reduce energy, disrupt sleep, and make daily life feel heavier than it needs to. Fortunately, Americans have several effective tools for keeping the nose clear and healthy. A saline spray is quick, gentle, and widely available, providing a refreshing rinse that washes away allergens. For those who need deeper relief, a neti pot can flush the sinuses and clear stubborn buildup, leaving the passages open. Steam therapy, whether in a warm shower or over a bowl of hot water, helps loosen congestion naturally. And for ongoing comfort, natural oils like vitamin E or coconut oil can moisturize the delicate lining, preventing painful dryness. The routine does not need to be complicated. In the morning before breakfast, give your nose a quick rinse with saline spray or warm water to start the day fresh. Before bedtime, repeat the process so your airways are clear for restful sleep. When blowing your nose, do it gently, one nostril at a time, instead of forcefully squeezing both sides. This prevents irritation and protects the delicate tissues inside. Think of it as dusting a fine piece of furniture, steady, patient, and careful. James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker, struggled for years with constant congestion and thought it was just from old job site dust. After adding a daily saline rinse, he finally slept through the night without waking up gasping for air. Bella, 76, who loved gardening but dreaded spring allergies, now swears by her neti pot, saying it feels like a breath of fresh air every morning. Jordan, 84, once gave up golf in the spring because of sneezing and headaches, but with simple nasal care, he now enjoys full mornings on the fairway. Stories like these remind us of a deeper truth. Breathing well is not just about avoiding discomfort, it is about protecting energy, enjoying meals, sleeping soundly, and staying active. Caring for your nose is really caring for your life force. So the next time you wash your face or brush your teeth, pause for just a moment to give your nose some attention. It may seem like a small habit, but for older adults determined to preserve strength and independence, this simple act is a daily investment in better breathing, deeper sleep, and brighter energy. The belly button. A small detail that matters. For most people, the belly button is little more than a quiet dimple on the stomach, a remnant of where life first began. It does not demand attention the way teeth, skin, or hair do, and so many seniors go decades assuming it requires no care at all. The truth, however, is that this tiny pocket can become one of the dirtiest spots on the body if it is ignored. Researchers have discovered that the navel can host hundreds of different strains of bacteria, all thriving in a warm, enclosed, and often moist environment. Some of these microbes are harmless, but others can multiply quickly, creating odors, irritation, and even infections. For older adults whose skin is thinner and whose immune systems may not respond as strongly, these risks become more than a cosmetic issue. They can affect comfort, confidence, and health. Many seniors dismiss the faint, musty smell around the belly button or a bit of redness on the skin as signs of aging. But left unaddressed, these small irritations can develop into fungal growth, painful inflammation, or infections that require medical attention. What seems like a minor nuisance can quietly undermine dignity and cause unnecessary worry, especially for those already concerned about personal hygiene and how others perceive them. Fortunately, keeping the belly button clean is both simple and quick. Start by using a soft washcloth or a cotton swab dipped in warm water or a mild fragrance-free soap. Gently wipe inside the folds of the navel, taking care not to press too hard or cause irritation. Imagine washing a delicate teacup. You want to be thorough without being rough. Once clean, rinse lightly with water and then dry the area completely with a clean towel. Moisture left behind in the navel creates the perfect conditions for bacteria to grow, so drying is just as important as washing. If you want a simple comparison, think about cleaning the lint trap in your clothes dryer. Most Americans know that skipping this small task can cause odors, inefficiency, or even a fire hazard over time. The belly button works the same way: small, easy to overlook, but critical for keeping the whole system running smoothly. Helen, age 75, discovered this lesson after years of living with a faint odor she could never quite explain. During a checkup, her doctor pointed out mild irritation in her belly button caused by buildup. When she began cleaning it daily, not only did the odor disappear, but the skin on her stomach felt healthier and smoother. Jane, 78, had a similar experience. She noticed occasional itching and dryness near her navel, but thought it was just aging. After adopting a gentle cleaning and drying routine, she felt more comfortable in her own skin, and her confidence in social settings improved. These stories highlight something many seniors understand deeply. Aging brings invisible pressures: the fear of being judged, the desire to stay fresh and presentable, the hope of remaining independent. Small habits like cleaning the belly button may seem trivial, but they carry real emotional weight. They are acts of self-care that ripple outward, protecting health while also preserving dignity. So the next time you step into the shower or finish drying off, pause for a moment. Give your belly button the same respect you give to brushing your teeth or combing your hair. It takes less than a minute, but the payoff is a fresher body, healthier skin, and peace of mind. This overlooked detail is a reminder that in caring for even the smallest parts of ourselves, we strengthen the foundation for living longer, healthier, and more confidently each day. We have journeyed through 5 often forgotten parts of the body: the tongue, the feet, the armpits, the nose, and the belly button. Each one may seem small on its own, yet together they hold surprising influence over heart health, immune strength, breathing comfort, and even the confidence you carry into everyday life. These are not glamorous routines, but they are powerful acts of self-care that ripple outward into independence and dignity. What makes this message so important is the reminder that it is never too late to begin. Whether you are 65 or 85, a simple habit added today can change how you feel tomorrow. Clean the tongue before breakfast, take an extra moment to dry your feet, or gently rinse your nose before bed. Each action is a gift to yourself, an investment in better sleep, steadier balance, fresher breath, and renewed energy. Do not underestimate the power of small changes. They are easier to maintain, yet they protect the body's hidden systems more than we realize. If you try just one of these steps today, you may notice a difference sooner than you expect. And when you do, I encourage you to share your experience, because your story may inspire another senior who needs that gentle push forward. Picture the reward that awaits. A quiet morning on your porch, sunlight spilling across the railing, a warm cup of coffee in your hand. You take a deep, clear breath and you smile with confidence, knowing you are still in control of your health. That sense of peace comes not from luck, but from simple daily choices that you are fully capable of making. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends or loved ones. Together we can spread these reminders that aging does not mean giving up. It means caring more wisely for the life and independence we cherish.